Okay, yeah. So this session we're basically just so you know what you are signing up for and if it aligns with your goals and objective, of course, because you will need to commit your time and your resource to what aligns to your own personal goal. And so you need to know what you're signing up for, right? So let's get into that. Let's confirm that you can still see my screen. Hello, are you there? Confirm that you can see my screen, please. Or you can hear me. Okay, okay, fine. Yeah, so we're getting right into it. So uh oh my god, okay, so I've messed up this presentation. Yeah, so who are we? Damn. Okay, so I mixed it up. So who are we? Techimpacters. So we are a startup ed tech. So we are an ed tech, an an educational company that is focusing on digital training, right? And who are our target audience? Our target audience are young people in Nigeria. So if you see that I added, we are a social enterprise, right? Because so we are a social enterprise because we know that yes, we are teaching tech skills. The young generation needs to learn tech skills so that they can meet up with skills or with other of their counterparts in the global stage. So why did we think of this? Why not adults? Why did we think of children? Because the children are the future of tomorrow. And then we say that tomorrow, like the future of tomorrow is tech. So if we're saying that the future of tomorrow is tech, and then children are the future of tomorrow, it is then very essential that we prepare these people who are the future of tomorrow to be equipped with the skills for tomorrow. We don't need to get to tomorrow before we start beginning to learn those skills. We can begin to train them today so that tomorrow they meet up with the demand for tomorrow. Right? I don't know if I'm making sense. Just so that you don't get to the future and then the skills you have are obsolete. You're now faced with, I have to start learning. We are all adults here, and we know that learning as an adult is usually very challenging, especially new things. So there are a lot of us now who are trying to transition into tech or into another career path, and then it becomes very demanding. But imagine if we had started very earlier, it would have just been part of us. So I and my teammates thought of it and said, if we had gotten these skills at our younger age, we would have been better persons by now. So we don't want the generation coming after us to have the hurdles that we had. So that was what bettered Tech Impacters, a edtech company that is focused on training students or children from mostly between ages 8 and 16, right? So that is our primary target audience. So we equip them with the needed tech skills. And then, of course, our teammates were, because we are passionate, I've said that we thought of it and, we are passionate about it. And that was why we thought of it to build it as an organization, right? And you might see that we have social enterprise in parentheses. So you might want to say why, you know, are they a social enterprise? Are these people NGO? Are they a profit oriented company? So we're a social enterprise. A social enterprise in the sense that we know that both the rich and the poor, or I shouldn't use the word poor. We know that those of affluence and those of lower financial strength both need these skills. And we know that the future we are talking about, even the children of those from as we say Nepo and Lapo children, the Nepo and Lapo children are going to partake in this future we are talking about. So in order to give both um parties an edge, so we thought of it. We don't want to just let let the those who are financially constrained out of the bag, and also don't want to let those who have the money to fund or want to pay for our services, we don't want to let them go. So we thought of it and built a social enterprise. So a social enterprise is such a way that we make profits, and we also use part of, so we can also do profit based business, and out of that we use it to do a social impact in the society, right? So we'll get to see how this all comes to play later as we get into the presentation. Okay, yeah, so I've told you about the company, and then you need to put a face to, the company, to the face. You need to put a face to the people behind the company. So I am Hanatsu, and I am the founder of this business, and here are my co-founders, Philip and John. And you see that we are all specialized in one area of tech or the other. So it's not just having the idea and then you know it's not just anyhow people having the idea. These are made up of professionals. So we're coming with our skills and to create this. So it's not just about so you know that whatever these people are saying, they've walked the walk to some extent. Like we have been in that shoe, or we've seen, to an extent, so we can bring in experience in this, right? So please, if at some point I'm being rushy or you're missing, you can always call my attention. I feel like I'm a fast talker, right? So yeah. So Hanatsu. My name is Hanatsu Angud, and I'm a data analyst, a data scientist, and also a tech trainer. So I train both adults and children, right? But when I train adults, it's different. It's not a tech impactors thing, yeah. But my major focus with tech impactors is children training. And then we have Phillips, James, Ochika. Unfortunately, these other people were unable to be on the call. They had something to attend to, but subsequently you get to meet them. You get to meet them subsequently, right? So we have Philip. He's an e-learner developer, and he's also a data analyst, and he works with children basically. So he is a children coach. And we have John. He's a graphic designer, and he's also a user designer and a business analyst, right? So yeah, so this is our team. And for now, you've gotten to know us to some extent. So let's get to know you, right? Then we'll proceed. So if you've known what Tech Impactors is, who are the faces behind Tech Impactors. So let's also get to know the people on this call, and then we can proceed to for you to get to know how our services, how we operate. So let's go, Daniel. Just anything you're comfortable to share with us. We get to know ourselves as time go on. But anything you're comfortable to share with us on this call, you can unmute your mic and speak.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Good afternoon. Can you
morning.
hear me?
Yes, I can. Oh, shit. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you, Daniel. Good morning. Good afternoon. Sorry, from this part of the
Good
world.
afternoon. My name is Daniel Gweze. I'm a student of geology at the Department of Geology, puts me now. I'm an aspiring GIS and data analyst.
Okay, great. Nice meeting you, Daniel. Um, Abubakar, let's get to meet you, please. Hi, Abubakar. Are you able to speak?
Hello, good afternoon. Sorry,
Good.
I'm driving currently. That's why I cannot talk, and because of the breeze. I don't know if you can all hear me.
Yes, we can.
Yes,
Okay,
we
Yes.
can.
my name is Abakar Sadiq. I'm a lecturer at Bayero University, Faculty of Computing, Department of Computer Science, and I used to do this kind of training, making impact on our youth and the younger ones, and people that have the courage and the zeal to learn on technical skills. So when I see this your advert or volunteers that will make impacts on tech, I take the I summon the courage to apply so that I will be able to give my own contribution towards it. And thanks you for having me here. And I wish to give my own contribution to the journey. By God grace. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Abubakar. We're so very pleased to have you on the call. And yes, so let me as we're talking, Philip just joined in, my other team member. Welcome on the call, Philip. Okay, so let's proceed. Yeah, so we've done, we've spoken about us. Yeah. So we've known what Tech Impactors is, who are the faces behind Tech Impactors. So what is Tech Impactors' core value? What is that thing that pushes Tech Impactors, right? So one of those is we aim to bridge tech barrier. As I said earlier, we're looking at we have those who can afford, who have access to the devices, who have access to the funds, who have access virtually to every resource, right? And on the other hand, oh God, I didn't add this picture. I will share it later. So on the other hand, we have those who don't have access, who have never even seen what a computer look like, who don't even who are being taught Excel, Word on the board. So I went to a school for outreach, and fortunately or unfortunately, it was they were having computer studies at that period I went, and I met them learning Excel. And how were they learning it? The whole Excel interface was drawn on the board, and the children have to, draw it back into their sheets and copy notes. And I was like, is this the person that will now have to write CBT uh, based jump? Or and at the moment, um what's the name, Ministry of Education is pushing for CBT based WAEC. So these people are, they are going to be faced to with having to interact with computer. How do you bring someone who has learned computer all their life through copying from the board to now write CBT based WAEC? Right? So these are, the areas we tend to bridge, right? We are bringing access both to those who are supposed to be, you know, unable to have access, inaccessible to this skills and training and device, and also to those who have the resources and still, and can afford to pay to learn, right? So we're bridging this gap to ensure that both parties meet, at a point. And then also mentorship. Yeah, so you also saying that we are specialties in our different areas, so we are looking at, we don't just come and teach and let you go. We want to mentor you, you know you learn. So you're mentoring, to we're mentoring them to learn, and that's the need where we also need volunteers on board. And then also impact, of course. So after, we've tried to bridge this gap, we've trained them, we've mentored them. We don't want you, after learning all that skills, you go like that. So the impact, you have to feel the impact. The whoever goes through us, there should be something that will change in terms of your livelihood, in terms of the way you interact. People should just see that, there's something different about you, and even you should feel like there's something different about you, and you should feel, better after passing through our training, right? So these are what drives us, these are our core values. And then after this, we're looking at what is then our mission and vision. So our mission is to empower youngsters. So we want to empower, of course, we're looking at young children, 8 to 16, So there is a lot of things going on with children within this age range. There are those who are lured into fraud, Yahoo. You see children finishing WAEC and they're telling you they are going to learn Yahoo. You'll see those recently I saw here in Abuja, the what's the name, organ harvesting, and you see that someone is being paid a mega amount of 800,000 naira, and they donate their kidney. So this is because they don't have that uh, mentorship. They don't have that place that trains them, that gives them to see value, to say, okay, you can learn skill and you can begin to earn. So imagine someone who learns social media marketing and is earning maybe 50,000 naira or 80,000 naira. In about 1 year, you're going to make that money, the same amount of money that you will sell your kidney for 800,000, right? So these are the gaps we're trying to, so this is our mission. And then our vision, we aim to push boundaries using advanced tech for transformative impact. Of course, you see that impact comes in, when we're talking impact comes in practically every part of what we're talking about. Yeah. So here is, these are our services, right? These are our services. So you will see, this is where you will get to understand better how we are a social enterprise, right? So we have 4 major service offerings that we do. So here we have the Kids and Teens Tech Fest. So in the Kids and Teens Tech Fest, it's a monthly it's a community of children we have, and then we have a monthly webinar. So it's a virtual community, right? And then we have a monthly webinar. And take note that of the free here. So it's a very free community. Children within your neighborhood, any children within your access, can gain within your reach can gain access to this community. So we basically discuss tech. We try to motivate them to see the need to learn tech. We're talking about the future, right? So preparing their minds to know that no matter the career field you decide to take, be it engineering, be it geography, be it tourism, whatever career path you're aiming, you 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 are aiming at, right? You you can leverage on technology to stand out. You can leverage on technology to be efficient. You can leverage on technology to to be different, right? So this is where our kids and teens tech first community comes in. And then so we usually have our monthly meeting every second Saturday of the month. So of course next Saturday is one of our sessions, and then we're having someone from the geotourism industry to come. And so this is a digital geotourism. They use tech to kind of promote um, tourism, right? So we're having someone from a company who is specialized in that aspect to come and talk to these our children to say, yes, I know that some of you here want to pursue a career in tech, in geography, in geoheritage, in tourism, right? You can leverage on tech skills to, you know, to excel. This is the way we are doing it, and you can also, so this kind of gives children motivation, to learn skills. So that's where kids and teen tech first come in. And so let's go this way. So after that, we have the tech for impact. So the tech for impact now is a CSR angle, so the corporate social responsibility. So it's also a free aspect where we do like free training in underserved communities. So communities that we know, they are within that range, that they are still learning tech on the board, so we try to create tech clubs where we begin to teach this. And we are kind of um, moving further because we've currently gotten a partnership with the FCT, Universal Basic Education Board, to start with one of the schools as our pilot schools environment. So we use that as for starts, and we see how we can spread all through the FCT and then possibly through Nigeria and then to other parts of Africa, right? So this is the Tech for Impact is basic. So we target rural communities, IDPs, those areas that we know that they need these skills but they cannot afford it, or they don't even have the access. So we bring it to them at free, right? Free. So here we also have the kids code. So the kids code is now our paid uh, training where we do in partnerships with the big private schools, with individual parents. So we train children in skills like so the same skills we train in kids codes are the same skills we train at Tech for Impact, right? But it's just that here is kids code is paid and is targeted at those parents who can afford it, and then Tech for Impact is free. So we teach depending on schedule, web programming, um mobile app dev, Python programming, Scratch. So for the younger ones, we start with visual code platforms like Scratch, what's that? MIIT or so, for the visual mobile application development, and then also have the social media marketing. So down to computer basics. So we tailor the courses based first on um the students or our target audience, how much do they know? If we are looking at those who have been taught Excel on the board. Of course, we are starting down from the scratch, which is computer basics. Then we could move further. So it's tailored based on students' awareness, so that you don't catch them from the um, you know halfway, right? Then as after that, we also have the partnership. So in the partnership now comes where, of course, we've trained these children, or we've trained people here. How do they apply their skills? We partner with businesses and startups so that we could deploy the beneficiaries who have properly learnt this skill, deploy them here like internship. Afterwards they could get retained, right? So that's, you see, where we're talking about the impact, right? You learn, and then we also try to use our be like intermediary to ensure that what you've learned you practice, so that of course you can get you know you can start having a social benefit of what you've learned. And then we also partner with schools. We create tech clubs in private schools. That is paid also. And also, yeah, so we also render special services, like in terms of data analysis for a company, in terms of web dev for businesses that need special tailored um tech services. So this is where our partnerships come in. And so we also have partnerships that also gives us room um to promote our children, just like the digital geography company that will be coming in. So we have partnerships with them so that they can also be enlightening our children about digital tourism. Because of course we are promoting that you should learn tech, doesn't mean that other aspects of life are not important to learn. So partner so that we can have a holistic development, right? um Yeah. So these are services, four arms of services. Kids and Teens Tech Fest is a free community where we have our monthly meetup. Tech for Impact is our corporate social responsibility project. Kids Code is paid training. And then partnerships, we have, so partnerships can also be paid or unpaid, depends on benefits, right? So currently, these are partners we have at the moment. So we have the Digjo Naija, is a digital geographic uh, business. We have the FCT, Universal Basic Education Board. And then we have Matema. So Matema is a mathematics competition that is in concentration at the moment in the western part of Nigeria. They run mathematics competition in secondary schools, and their next session will be coming up in September. So we are their tech training partners for their winners, right? So we are their tech training partners for the winners. Yeah, so that's all. These are all the partners we have at the moment. We're still open to other partnerships, you know, um, to yeah, so we're still open to other partnerships, and we keep growing our partnerships network, both financial wise, and those who might just be for the benefit some way or the other. We weigh it and look at how it will benefit our community, and then we run such partnerships. So these are some of the activities we've done. So like, these are success stories in picture. So we've ran So this was in partnership with another company, Tech for Dev, where we did a community reach out to school, and this is it's a webinar session we had on the importance of girl child learning, the importance of, okay, so this was in respect to the International Day of the Girl Child. So we're promoting girls or females learning technology skills. And then these two are sessions from Kids and Teens Tech Fest, and it's usually very interesting session. And we will be having our next one next Saturday. So our Kids and Teens Fest are usually very interesting session. This was we're teaching Scratch in one of the sessions. This was one of our those conversations. So generally, this is all that we do at the moment, right? So this is who Techimpacters is, and this is our services. So at this moment, it's the floor is open. If there's any question, somewhere you need clarification of, maybe you don't understand, um, we could have that conversation. Now, of course, if you also want to commend us, yeah, we are here to take the accolades. Yeah, so the floor is open for any questions.
Hello,
Hi,
good afternoon, everyone.
good
Sorry,
afternoon.
I joined late, so but I met where you showed your success stories and the partners so far. So I would like to commend you guys. You guys are doing so well. But secondly, just maybe like 5 minutes rundown of maybe one or two things I've missed, please.
Okay, thank you. Um, uh, Thank you, and it's nice having you on the call. Yeah, so what we've had, it was generally a rundown. Okay, so it was generally a rundown of who we are and what we do. So let me just go back and just do an overview. Okay, yeah, so basically who we are. So of course we are an edtech startup, right? And then we define ourselves as a social enterprise. Why social enterprise? Because even though we are profit oriented company, we are also looking at the social aspect, right? So we run both profit, and then we also use part of our profit to run social impact, right? Why did we need to do that? Because we know that um as they say that the future is tech, right? And then also we say that the children are the leaders of tomorrow, or the future of tomorrow, any way we want to put it. So these two things now come in place. Children are the future of tomorrow, and then tomorrow is tech. So we need to prepare these people now for that future which they are going to meet tomorrow, which is going to be tech driven, right? So now we also know that in our society, especially here in Nigeria, where we are kicking off from, we have we practically do not have like the middle class. You get? So it's either you're there or it's either you're up or you're down. And so we don't want to focus on just those who are up or those who are down, because we know that these two are going to come together to play part in that tech-driven future we're looking at. So in order not to have, give one one side privilege, so we decided to be a social enterprise. Those who can afford, those who are up there that we know that they can afford our services, we charge them. Those who are down here that we know that, oh, that even some people sef don't even know what a mouse is, not to even talk of a screen monitor. They are still being taught Excel, Power BI, all those things that they are being taught on blackboard. So what do we do? So we say we are going to focus on the two. We are going to share ourselves in two, right? We are taking from this hand, we are also taking from the left hand, so that no one is left behind. Yeah, so that's who we are. We are an edtech that is a social enterprise, right? And then our core values, bridging tech barrier. Of course, I've used that story to talk about this. We're bridging tech barrier between the less I should not say less privileged. We are bridging the career between those who are inaccessible to um tech skills and tech resources, and those who already have access. So we want to bring them together so that we have one level ground. And then of course we also in mentoring, we're also ensuring that whatever we train, whatever we mentor, whoever we train, whoever we mentor, gets an impact such that their source of livelihood could be improved afterwards. And yeah, so our mission. So this is our mission. We are out to empower youngsters so that they can thrive in the competitive world of the tech-driven world, right? And then our vision, we aim to push boundaries using advanced tech for transformative impact. Yeah. Yeah. So this then we also talked about our service offerings. So we have four major service offerings. The Kids and Teens Tech Fest, it's it's the it's our free children community. So it's a virtual community that is free to any child between 8 and 16. Why 8 and 16? Because lower than 8, the attention span is not so much in place, so we want them to still keep growing. And because this is a virtual community, they'll be distracted. And then 16, well, we could push it like 18. So because we're looking at youngsters, right, we want to start catching them young. As they say, when a tree grows, you cannot bend it. So if you need to bend it, you start bending it as it is growing, so that it will take the shape that you want it to have. So that's basically what we're trying to do here with the Kids and Teens Tech Fest. Start to prepare their mind, um, do like mindset reshift, sort of, you know, especially for those children in the rural area. A lot of them, once they have access to digital resource, what comes to their mind is fraud. Right, I've heard of someone in within my community who after WAEC said he's going to Ghana to go and learn Yahoo, right? So these are concepts we want to break. Like, you shouldn't be thinking about this, right? And then of course there's also the angle of organ harvesting. And you hear them talk of they sell their kidney for as low as 700, 800,000 naira. It's so these are where we try to, like, the Kids and Teens Tech Fest, we try to like prepare their mind to say, no, you don't need to go all that way. These are things that you can get when you get access to technology. Then we also have the Tech for Impact, where we run social training. So of course, for those who are still cannot afford, so we offer um tailored training, either computer basics, programming, we offer tech training from these courses. So these two are basically sort of the same. The difference is that here is targeted at those who can afford it and is paid. Here it is for social responsibility, right? So it's impact. Then afterwards we do partnership. So we've trained children here. What else? Do they just go and sit down and fold their hands, or maybe in the end we offer certificate and then they just go and put it again inside their folder of certificates? No. We want to partner with startups, businesses, so that they can begin to intern here and afterwards can get job placement. We also offer tailored services, maybe in terms of design, in terms of data based development, in terms of data analysis, right? So we do, so partnership comes in here. Yeah, so I think that's all we've talked about, and then of course meet the faces behind tech impactors. Yeah, so I think that's a rundown of all we had done. And if okay, yes, I think everybody um must have caught up. So, Victoria and Etim were the one that came in later. So after this, there's still also the recorded version that will be shared. If at some point you miss something, you can always go back to replay. So I hope I was able to answer you, and if you still need any more clarification.
No, thank you very much. I really appreciate this. So I'm fully caught up now.
Okay, thank you. Yes, so it's been a long session. Do we have any other person who wants to, you know, get any further clarification? Okay, so it's actually been a very long session, and I'm very happy and appreciative of your time. One whole hour, it's not a joke, right? Someone could have used it to go and do a lot of things, or probably just need to relax because it's the weekend. But sacrificing a whole hour, it's a lot, and I am very okay. I'm very happy and grateful that to have you people on the call. Yeah, so Etim and Victoria, we did something earlier. We had introduction of ourselves, but you were not on the call. So since we still have a few minutes, you could just let's get to know ourselves. Anything you're comfortable to share with us at the moment, because we still get to know, you know, get to know ourselves as time go on.
Do you have any particular thing you'd like to know? But my name is
Nah,
Nduka
just
Basi.
anything just anything. Your name, just anything.
My name is Nduka Basi. Etim. I'm from Akwa Ibom, and I'm like generally a tech enthusiast.
Okay. Thank you. It's nice to meet you, Mr. India Kapasi. Mr. Etim. Victoria. Oh my God. Okay, so I was speaking and my mic was muted. I'm sorry. So thank you. It is nice to meet you, Mr. Etim. And Victoria, please, can we get to know you? Just anything you're comfortable to share with us.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. I am Victoria. I recently graduated from Lagos State University, and I am in the tech field, particularly cybersecurity. So I'm into ethical hacking and penetration testing. Currently, I'm doing my intern in one of the organizations, and yeah, I think that is up to speed about me. Good to be here.
Thank you, Victoria. Thank you. It's nice to have you on the call, and we're really appreciative that you know for someone to see what you're doing and get interested. It just feels like, oh wow, you're doing something great, right? So that's the feeling I'm having now. Like, oh, people are, I'm doing something great and people are buying into it, So I actually feel very excited to have people on the call. And so as I said, we usually have uh, our Kids and Teens Tech Fest every second um, Saturday of the month. So just so that you have a feel, because now you're going to be like part of the community, like part of the company, So just so you have the feel, so you are what's the right word to use? We appeal that you join us next Saturday. Details will be shared out, so it will not be like, so it's part of the onboarding. Of course, if your time will not permit, please don't stress. The recording sessions are always available. You could just get to um you know get to have them. So the details will be shared, so you can try to just be available and see what we do on Kids and Teens Tech Fest sessions. Yeah. And then so after that, any other communication will still be passed down across to the group, and we'll get to know ourselves better soon, and get to fix areas where we will be concentrating in using our skills to get this all this sorted, and to contribute our quota to the growth and impact of the business, and also impacting people in our community. Yeah. So with that, if we don't have any other person who wants to say anything, I would like to appreciate you and say um we've come to the end of the session for today, but we will still always have to get conversation in the WhatsApp group. Yeah, so I guess no one has anything to say any further. So thank you. Have a very lovely weekend and try to rest. I know that I've taken 1 hour of your rest time. Please rest. Thank you. Thank you. I hope I recorded.